a Black Trump supporter, so I'll say this. I was a Black Trump supporter. And I think I'm not defending, or it's not an excuse, just more so an explanation. So I was a Black Trump supporter, and it was more so for me, I would say, although I didn't necessarily agree with who he was as a business person or whatever. I really didn't know him enough. I knew he had some. I think because of my military background, I'm more so big thing too. I'm more so with blunt communication, right? So it's not that I don't think that Hillary Clinton, because that was his running, his opposing candidate. It's not that I don't think that Hillary, I didn't trust her at the time due to my previous profession and whatever. I did not think it was fair, and also due to propaganda. I was a victim of propaganda at the time, and I felt like I could not trust her. I felt like I could not, I didn't feel safe with her because of the propaganda that was coming in. And I was like, for me, who served my country for nearly 10 years, and then continued to serve as a total of 16 years, I gave my entire adult life up until last year to serving my country. I felt like her decisions that she made previously, I said, nah, I can't have her running, because I knew with my job, if I had wrote some personal stuff in my email, my career would be destroyed. I did not appreciate the fact that she did that. And maybe it was, now hindsight, we see that the Russians were intervening and all that, but that's stuff that I didn't know. I had no idea that it was tainted. But what I did see for him, I appreciated what made me vote for him was that he was who he was. And that I appreciated. Trump, one thing I can say about Trump ain't never been anything other than what he shows. It is what you get. And that at the time, I preferred that over the secrecy. He's an asshole. He's a male chauvinist. He believes in nepotism. At the time, I did not necessarily know that he would have chosen the good old boys or the good boys or whatever he called the white supremacist. The Proud Boys. I did not know that part. The Proud Boys. Yeah. I did not know that part. I didn't know that part. But prior to that, for me, it was that he was just who he was. And I would rather have you out in the open and me not like you than for you to do some secret shit. Because that's the part that I don't know what you're doing back there.
But that's the part
you saying hello.
But that's it. But that's the part of America that we are dealing with right now, is dealing with people at face value. Look, it is, we don't meet people off of how we really are. I'm not going to just start pulling my pants down, pulling my butt cheeks out. Like, y'all know, I'm not generally going to do that with people that I'm just fucking meeting. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put on my fucking...
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Hi, this is Alicia from Salon Talk DMV. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and IG at Salon Talk DMV. And while you're at it, go head over there to YouTube where you can see our full episodes. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. You do want to be the first one to know when we drop new content, right? Right. Hit it, like it, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm also not a politician. But I'm just saying, like, we talk about these things at face value, and at least I'm so glad that you said that. Y'all, please, if I'm dominating, shut the fuck up. But Alicia, you put the nail on the head with that, because a lot of Americans did vote for Trump because they like, oh my God, he fucking real. He say whatever he want. We tired of this old shit. These motherfuckers come up with their talking points and then they say shit and they don't never fucking come to fruition with the shit. So he is very real and in your fucking face. However, we've seen over the course of all that what your very realness has produced. Your very realness is cool. I'm never asking nobody to be nobody, whoever the fuck they supposed to be. I'm never gonna ask you to do that part. However, at the same time, as you say, oh no, like no, because I like the blacks and this and that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't feel like President Trump, I'm gonna stop calling him president. Blech. I don't feel like Donald Trump is a racist at heart. I don't feel like that, and that's my personal opinion. I do feel, however, like a lot of white people in power, they have certain fucking privileges.
Agendas.
They don't want agendas and privileges. And when you say the word, the word privilege is so fucking, you got to step on goddamn glass when you talking
only
about
with white people.
Privilege is such a to white people. Privilege is now a bad word. Privilege is like, what are you talking about? I grew up in a middle class home and I couldn't eat white bread and I don't know what cheese is. And what are you talking about? And now I'm a millionaire because I pulled myself up on my bootstrap. You still, every time I see a dirty white person, and this could be some controversial ass shit, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Anytime I see a dirty ass white person that ain't doing shit with their life, the first thing I think in my head is, you done wasted all that whiteness. You don't have no. And this I'm trying to say, and I know.
Let me show you how to whip it, son.
Young, as I'm saying these words out of my mouth, I realize how fucked up it is to say this, but I really
don't think it's fucked up.
No, because it is. Like, I mean,
it's not. I don't think it is. I don't think it's your opinion.
Think about it.
It's your opinion, and I think it's okay. I think it's okay. You're not saying they are less than. I feel like
absolutely.
When
I'm
it comes,
like, how?
Yeah.
You done
if I had the
all
privilege,
your whiteness and decided not to be shit. But the ones, oh my God, y'all, and this is where it all comes down to what we talking about. It's them same dirty ass good. Okay, all right, shut up, Shayla. Calm down. Poor. Let me just use the word poor. Okay. It's the same poor, downtrodden, don't have a lot of money, don't have a lot of stuff. White people that support Trump in his tactics, and because look, Trump is good for people that's in their own, that got businesses. He is. If you got your own business, yeah, bitch, we all raising our fucking hands. If you are a business person, the last tax bracket and this tax, the last tax fiscal season and the one that's coming up, you're good if you have your own personal business. Look, you got your own business, you got more tax breaks. It's regular people that just have regular jobs or work for the government, that this, that, and other. They are losing the fucking tax breaks, right?
But it's true. But see, Shayla, this is exactly where I feel like, as you were talking about social media and propaganda, where Americans have a really short attention span. Because if you think over the course of the past 20 years, there were points in time where you can look at Donald Trump and you can clearly see that he was a staunch Democratic supporter. He supported the Clintons. He supported other Democrats. And he had been an icon in Black culture as it related to hip hop and other young Black entrepreneurs who are putting things out on their own, and those were the circles that he ran in. So when I saw him emerging between 2015 and 16, really from 2014 to 2015, was when, after having been in The Apprentice and having had a machine that was a reality TV show behind him, he took his natural ability to work and think the way that he does, and he applied it to turning the political race into literally a social media campaign, which kind of pivots us to, really talking about that movie, like on Netflix, The Social Dilemma, which really breaks down the use, Trump's use of social media in order to win. And to be clear, Obama and his campaign set that precedent, because once federal law changed and there were no longer campaign contributions and anybody could support a campaign, all of us could create a political action campaign right now for, I don't know, if we wanted some amazing hairstylist, esthetician, or someone else to be in charge, and we could be, and it's almost like having a shadow government, but it's a shadow little bucket of money, and many people can do that for you. Trump took a lot of his know-how in that space, and I think his desire to play the biggest role ever in his life to completely rebrand himself and become the person that he is right now, which is why he has turned from acting like he didn't know David Duke, he definitely didn't hang with Russell Simmons and all the rest of those people, to recognizing that being a Republican and speaking to poor and working class white people, which rich white people don't speak to, and federal subsidies and affirmative action and the rest of there's a hole. Because our government doesn't take care of poor and working class white people, which makes them angry at anybody who's a minority who's poor and working class, because they gonna get that money, and because rich white people act like they don't exist and don't get in no money. Well, Donald Trump just came in and because poor working class and poor white people are embarrassing to them, Donald Trump decided to descend on the middle and clear that space with propaganda. He has convinced people to vote against their own self-interest, and he makes them believe that anybody who can make you believe after inheriting somewhere between $1 million to $10 million from your father to become a real estate mogul in New York, anyone who has that kind of background that can convince you that he understands your poor coal mining industry, factory working lifestyle, that nigga is a genius in that respect. And he got that off. But for me, like listening to Alicia talk about this, that was why I was immediately weary and leery of him, because I remember the shit he used to talk. And I know he's a straight shooter, and all those things you said about him are true. He was always a chauvinist. But I watched him, like Anakin, switch sides real quick. And I was like, oh, you want this shit to get these people so that you can embolden this group. And I've already seen the little craziness in his eyes as a therapist. I knew this wasn't going to go well. Did I have any idea it would go as left? Did I think people were saying, oh, he's talking like that, but that's just so that he can win the vote. When he gets into office, he's going to knock it off and he'll be and he is not, because then we have to remember, you don't even get to be the real president unless you make it to your second term. The first term, you got to govern as if you're trying to get in for the next 4 years, so you can complete your actions. So he had to keep up that front, and it is completely divisive to our country right now. He is stoking a race war. I mean, like, you stop trying to play coy. Who do you want me to disavow? Nigga, I said say white supremacy is bad. Say these words after me. Stop trying to shift the topic by trying to talk about something else so that you don't. And stop trying to say dog whistle politics to them, talking about stand by and stand back. You literally just put a hit out on Black people in America. The fuck? The president just put a fucking hit out on Black people in America.
Because at this point, all he cares about is being popular.
Of course he
does.
That's
why Black votes matter.
Black votes matter.
Black votes.
Hey everybody, it's Melissa from 8th House Wisdom. We are so glad to be back taping our new quarantine episodes of Salon Talk DMV. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Salon Talk DMV, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Salon Talk DMV, and make sure to turn on your notifications so you can get all of the updates for our new episodes and upcoming tapings. See you soon. Bye.